Audiobooks for Everyone presents Peter Pan by James Matthew Barrie. Full book summary. In a quiet house on a London street lived the Darling family. Mr. and Mrs. Darling were kind and proper, and they had 3 children, Wendy, John, and little Michael. Their nurse was no ordinary nanny, but a loving Newfoundland dog named Nana, who watched over them with great care. Wendy, the eldest, had a gift for storytelling. Every night, she would spin tales of pirates, mermaids, and a magical boy named Peter Pan who never grew up. Her brothers listened with wide eyes and imagined soaring through the clouds. One night, something strange happened. A boy flew through their nursery window. He was dressed in leaves, had tousled hair, and was followed by a tiny glowing fairy, Tinker Bell. It was Peter Pan himself. He had come looking for his shadow, which he had left behind during a previous visit. Wendy helped him sew it back on, and in return, Peter invited her and her brothers to come with him to Neverland, a place where children never grow old. With a sprinkle of fairy dust and a few happy thoughts, Peter helped the children fly. Out the window they soared, over rooftops and rivers, all the way to the second star to the right and straight on till morning. Neverland was a world unlike any other. It was wild and beautiful, filled with magic and danger. There were mischievous fairies, a lagoon of mermaids, fierce native warriors led by the brave Princess Tiger Lily, and, most feared of all, a crew of pirates led by the vengeful Captain Hook. Hook was Peter Pan's greatest enemy. Years ago, Peter had cut off Hook's hand in a duel and fed it to a crocodile. The crocodile had found it so tasty that it followed Hook ever since, ticking from the clock it had swallowed. Peter took Wendy, John, and Michael to his underground hideout beneath a tree. There, they met the lost boys, children who had fallen out of their prams and been forgotten by the world. Wendy immediately took on the role of their mother, tucking them in, telling them stories, and patching up their clothes. But not everything was joyful. Tinker Bell grew jealous of Wendy and once even tricked the lost boys into shooting at her with a bow and arrow. Though Wendy survived, it caused great sadness. Peter forgave Tinker Bell, but the tension lingered. Meanwhile, Captain Hook was always scheming. He captured Princess Tiger Lily and left her to drown, but Peter rescued her just in time. Furious, Hook plotted his revenge and discovered the location of Peter's hideout. One day, when the children were away, the pirates attacked. They kidnapped Wendy, John, Michael, and the lost boys, leaving behind a poisoned cake for Peter. Tinker Bell, discovering the trap, bravely drank the poison herself to save Peter. She nearly died, but when Peter begged the children of the world to believe in fairies, the strength of their belief revived her. Peter raced to Hook's ship, the Jolly Roger, where the children were tied up and forced to walk the plank. Just before Wendy's turn, Peter flew in, sword in hand. A wild battle broke out. Peter fought Hook while the children battled the pirates. One by one, the pirates were defeated or fled, and Peter cornered Hook at the ship's edge. With a final clash, Peter knocked Hook into the sea, where the crocodile was waiting. Hook was never seen again. Peter turned to the children. He had won the day. The ship, now under Peter's command, was dusted with fairy magic. It lifted into the sky and carried them home to London. Mr. and Mrs. Darling, who had left the nursery window open every night, hoping for their children's return, were overjoyed to see them again. They welcomed the lost boys too, offering them a home. But Peter could not stay. He refused to grow up. He flew back to Neverland, promising Wendy he would return for her. Years passed. Wendy grew up, though she never forgot. One spring night, Peter came back. But Wendy was no longer a child. She had a daughter of her own, Jane. Peter was heartbroken, but Jane agreed to fly with him to Neverland. And when Jane grew up, her daughter went too. And so it continued, generation after generation, as long as children believed in magic, fairies, and the boy who never grew up. The end.